Revelation 4538. From the 12th of January 1949. Spreading the Divine Word. Seeping water. What you receive from above is intended for all people. This means first of all that it can help the salvation of every person who takes notice of it, that it therefore signifies a means of grace for every person which secures his ascent upwards if he uses it. It will not lose its effect on one person or another if he does not make the effect impossible himself through his behavior or attitude towards the divine word. It is therefore in truth a source from which everyone can refresh himself. But the circle which takes notice of it can be smaller or larger, depending on the will of the person who is to carry it out into the world as my disciple. My word speaks for itself, and once it has found acceptance, it will also spread again. My word will not lose its strength, but it requires lively activity for me and my kingdom if it is to spread widely. You humans can all contribute a lot to this if you take notice of what is brought to you. And everyone will also do this of his own accord if he is touched by my word in his heart. Then he will be urged to convey the same to his fellow human beings, and my word will then promote itself. However, the extent to which it now asserts itself depends on people's will, whether they want to be taught and receive the delicious gift from above. For the will is free and is not influenced by me in any way. The word from on high will spread far and wide, even though its point of origin on earth appears hidden from public view. It will seep out in all directions like water and again refresh thirsty people, yet the world pays no attention to it, and there are only a few of those who take pleasure in it because other things are more desirable to people than my word. Only a few ever accept it, and therefore the truth will only be spread very little, even though my disciples work diligently for me. And thus it is not my fault that the world does not take notice of my gift of the truth, which alone brings them salvation. But humanity itself does not want this light. It wants to remain in the dark and rather seeks to extinguish the light than to enter the circle of light. Yet where there is a desiring heart, I also truly direct the flow of grace of my love, for I show my disciples the paths which lead past their door, and everywhere I knock through those. And where only a small crack is opened, the living water seeps through. Whoever therefore believes in my word, it will now constantly flow towards him and draw wide circles again, because it is a water of life which never stands still and also always has a revitalizing effect on the one who surrenders himself to its effect. However, the fact that my word, measured by humanity, receives so little attention and spreads is due to the resistance of the human being himself, which I will never forcibly break. Yet I truly offer enough opportunities, but who uses them? But one day there will be bitter remorse among all those to whom I conveyed my word commanded from above and experienced its rejection. For my love offers you humans a priceless gift of grace, yet you do not recognize its value because you love the world and desire its treasures. Amen.